Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. I've got this week's Pick a Card weekly tarot reading. Pick a number now between 1 and 5. I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. Mercury is retrograde at the moment, so be careful with your communications. It could be delays around travel. It's not a great time to sign a contract. But anything that you started prior to the shadow period, so that would be prior to the 10th of March, let's say, it is a great time to finish all that stuff off. Okay, let's go to the board now and we'll have a look at what the cards have to say. All right, we're doing card number 1. By the way, if you find this helpful, please subscribe and like and leave a comment and all of that. Okay, that would be fabulous. We're doing card number 1 and I'm just focusing. Okay, I see a really old fashioned, maybe late 1950s record player. It's playing a record. You could be in a bit of a pattern here, stuck in a bit of a pattern. It's just going over and over the same song, you know. So there's a message here for you, but however, ultimately you can let go of your patterns so that you can be free. Especially if you were born in the 50s or the 60s, this particularly applies to you. The card that comes out is the Hierophant, okay? This is about tradition and conservatism, and it does go back to that period pre the late 60s when there was a lot of flower power and freedom and free love and all of that. Before that time, I think people were very constrained in the roles that they played, whether it was mother or wife or daughter or whatever role you may have been playing. But there's something about that time that is still perhaps sticking with number 1, and it's time now to look at the ways that you've been too conservative to your own detriment. Perhaps you're being involved with organised religion or in organised groups and you're playing by their rules. You're not really, perhaps in some areas you haven't been thinking about yourself enough. You've just been following the rules. If you're studying, perhaps there's a real tendency, I find, to follow the rules. But yeah, don't sell yourself short. It's time to take action. Listen to your wisdom. Listen to your own intuition. You've got keys here. The keys to knowledge, wisdom, and knowledge will help bring you forward. Take action and don't sit on the truth of the knowledge that you know. Okay, deep down in your heart you know the truth. So yeah, don't just get sucked into the group and go along with the group. Okay, Major Arcana card, very important. If you can focus on this, you can literally change your life where you can be free. Okay, number two, what do I see? A lot of candles here in front of me. Candles to me represent hope. You light a candle for someone and you're hoping that something positive is going to happen for them, and so this is probably your hopes, your personal hopes and desires and your dreams that you want to come true. Okay, anything else on that point? No, there's some shapes here. I don't even, okay, they're forming a pattern now. Okay, I can see a train line and you're on track. So even if you don't know where you are and you don't know if you're on track, I can see the train line and you're in the first carriage of the train. So you're getting there, put it that way, even if you don't know where you are. The card that comes out is the Judgment card. This came out this morning in Facebook. So again, it's about becoming free, stepping out of your programming, and often the programming we receive happens when we're children or in teenage years, and we might have tried to fit in, and it's just a box that actually constrains us. It doesn't allow for full creativity. It doesn't allow us to reach our full potential. It's just saying be compliant with society, what society wants you to do. If you're a woman, that probably means get married and have at least 2 children. And that is changing, but obviously in some fields or some areas there is a backlash towards women making up their mind that they don't want to have children, they don't want to get married, or they want to run their own lives without men telling them what to do. There's a backlash to that going on now, sadly, trying to put women back in boxes. It's fine if you want to get married and have children, go and do it. If that's what you want to do, but you may not want to do that too. So it's like freedom of choice. But judgments, we tend to make judgments, and it might be that we decide that getting married and having children is not for us because it's a legalised form of slavery, for example. The issue is when you get emotions tied in with that, so then it actually can stop you getting married when you deep down perhaps want to get married, and it gets all very muddled up. So get rid of the programming so that you will know what you're supposed to do. There's mountains in the background suggesting challenges, but the angels are here looking out for everybody. So freedom is at hand if you can step out of your patterns. Number three, what do I see? Oh, there's a lot of gold here, piles and piles of gold. Yes, it could be money, but I also think that it's something that's very abundant, spiritual riches, for example, and somebody's shoveling them in, shoveling the gold nuggets, they're nuggets, okay, the gold nuggets into wheelbarrows and wheeling them away. It's actually quite hard work because gold is heavy, but this is going off to be used in other areas. So some new areas might open up for you, number three, where you'll need to use some of your resources, okay, and dig into what you've already saved, whether that be money or whether that be creative energy or something else like that. Okay, you could be working with other people, and it's portrayed here as women, but it could just as easily be men. You don't always agree with each other, but the outcome is likely to be successful. Maybe you're in the early stages of something. Three of Wands, there's a lot of creativity and passion, and because you all feel so passionate about what you're doing and the final outcome, sometimes that can make for a few little disagreements, but it's likely in the long run, it's likely you'll be successful. So, keep going, doing what you're doing. You're definitely on the right track there. Number four, what do I see? Spoonful of medicine makes, a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, okay? There's a woman holding a baby here with a spoonful of medicine. And this could be something that goes back to your childhood. Again, I know I'm harping on about patterns today, and something, it would be good if you could talk to your mother or members of your family about what happened when you were a baby. Were you a difficult baby or an easy baby? And what is the medicine symbolic of, okay? Or you might have actually had a physical issue where you actually had to take medicine. I remember the other day something come up about measles. I think I read there was measles outbreaks in Texas, for example, because so many people are not vaccinated there. I had measles when I was a child, and there was measles, chickenpox and mumps, I think, were the three when I was a child, and I had them. It does leave a bit of a sort of scar on you for the rest of your life, whether you realise it or not. And to give you an example, with the chickenpox, they say that if you have it as a child, you'll never get it as an adult. Absolutely not correct. I've had it 3 times as an adult, but only very mild, just little tiny little blister things on my legs. So yeah, it's something to consider, you know. But this spoonful of medicine business, this can be, yeah, it could mean vaccine, or it could mean symbolically that, you know, take your medicine. It might taste yucky now, but it's going to protect you later, or something like that, in a spiritual sense. The card that comes up, and by the way, I'm not pushing vaccines. Vaccines are not for everybody. I just want to make that clear. Don't write in the comments, my friend died because she had a vaccine or whatever. My mother-in-law died because she didn't have a vaccine, in fact, because there was no vaccine for COVID when she died. So I'm not pushing that. I'm saying some people should never have vaccinations, in fact, but it's something you have to consider. But that's not even what this reading is about. It's about the symbolic representation of a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. And in other words, have something nice and sweet in your life, some fun, some love, and, you know, that'll help you deal better with the difficulties. The card that comes up, number 5, is the Sun. It's all about insight and awareness. It's about being happy. It's about knowledge, stability, safety, and it's like things are going great. Okay, so you can expect, number 5, an improvement in your life in some way over the next week. Just call on the energies of the Sun, okay? And you can imagine, sorry, the air conditioner's just making weird noises. You can imagine the Sun sitting in your solar plexus, radiating energy to you. Okay, it's fabulous. Number 4, that was, not number 5, number 4. Number 5, now we're up to number 5. Closing my eyes, what do I see for you, number 5? Okay, lots of communications. I see somebody writing on a notepad, and so this is to do with Mercury being retrograde up until, I think it's April 7th. So for 3 weeks, be very careful of your communications. Also, your thinking could be foggier than usual under Mercury retrograde if you pick number 5. You know, try not to push too hard, because pushing doesn't really help things go any quicker. When Mercury turns direct, they will naturally go quicker, okay? The card that comes up is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a great card. It's all about new beginnings, new starts. You'll see blue sky. This is like some sort of portal you go through, some sort of initiation or spiritual initiation, and then there's a lot of clearer thinking coming through, okay? I want to suggest that'll be after Mercury turns direct, but you might get some inklings now of these new ideas coming through that you can action later, number 5. Okay, so we have 3 major arcana, which is the same as on Facebook earlier today. It's unusual, and I don't think it's ever happened twice on Facebook and YouTube that I've had 3 before. This is a huge week coming up for many people. We've also got some issues about money, but they might be positive, and creativity and motivation as well. So it's looking like a better week. It has been difficult through March. It's been a lot of difficulties, especially here where I live. We just finished with Cyclone Alfred, thank God, who came and made a big mess and completely demolished some people's houses. And I'm hearing in the States there's terrible tornadoes happening in different states over there in the States. So my blessings and heart goes out to all of you if you're suffering from any weather-related event or difficult event in your life now. Okay, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for listening. I hope it's helpful for you. Catch me on Facebook, by the way, Absolute Soul Secrets, and let me know how you're going. Have a great week. Thanks, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.